What's up everybody, it's the Big Apple Prepper here. Today I'm going to be talking about how to defend your home against a dirty bomb. Judging from the job that I did, before I jump into that, I have to tell you guys with a heavy heart that my beloved guinea pig, Princess, has passed away. She was in many of my episodes on YouTube helping me with preparedness.
And Princess just ate a cucumber. Look at her, she's enjoying the weather.
And I have been grieving, which is why I haven't been putting out videos consistently. I found her in her cage. She was sleeping very peacefully. I called her and she didn't come out, and when I lifted her little pigloo, she was laying flat there like a pancake, how she normally does. However, this time she wasn't moving. Princess was 4 years and 11 months old, and that is reasonably long for a guinea pig. She showed no signs of being ill, so I can only assume she passed away from old age. Now I am currently still dealing with another sick guinea pig, Mare.
Time to take your medicine, Mare. He's so good and quick about taking his medicine, so I'm happy. I think he's gonna get better. He's my new little teddy bear, and hopefully we can get him a new friend soon and he makes a full recovery because he's so sweet. Look at this animal. Look at him. How can anybody abuse him? I don't understand how his owner was cruel to his previous owner was cruel to him. Oh my god.
Now he's by himself and still sick. A lot of my YouTube channel had Princess in it with preparedness. I have some parts of today's video that was pre-recorded, and today Princess it will be her final day on my YouTube channel as part of something that was filmed. And hopefully with Mare taking his medication, he will get better and still be continue on this channel with guinea pigs and preparedness. Now that I got the sad part out of the way and letting you guys know where I was and why I wasn't on here, I'm going to be moving on and talking about how the New York Emergency Management
tweeted on July 26th that New Yorkers should have a go bag ready.
And then they carry on saying what you need to take in this to-go bag. But what an awkward time, and it almost makes me question, are they trying to get us to be like Sweden and prepare their citizens? This video isn't intended to go into detail about that to-go bag, and I will get into that in a future video. Today is about dirty bomb preparedness, how to defend your home against dirty bombs. In today's video, I want to show you guys that you might have to prep in advance for an actual dirty bomb if you live in New York, to have your ducks in a row. Because it is not as simple as it looks. I'm going to be showing you in this video the steps I took to prepare for a dirty bomb and what you can do to defend your home and how long it will possibly take. It actually takes a little bit longer than what I expected. You should know these things in advance. I want to show you my mishaps. This channel is all about misadventures, so you have to stick around and you have to watch what I'm going to show you guys. So let's say you did survive. You're going to have 3 hours to seal your doors and your windows and your air conditioners and vents in your house to prevent debris from coming in. I am going to show you how to do that. Grab your sheeting, grab your duct tape, and let's get to work. So I have my plastic sheeting here, and what we are going to do is we got 35 inches across the top of the doorway. So we are going to add 6 inches to each end of the door frame. And you're going to be working with some obstacles. This specific doorway, I'm not gonna have 6 inches on both sides, so I'm gonna do the best I can, and pray it works. I did not have the money to buy the one that was much larger. It was about $60 and this one was $20. So you do the math, and this is what worked out for me. I'm on a pretty big budget, so I'm just letting you guys know, if you have a budget, like, you can still prep. If there's a will, there's a way. So we're gonna get to it now. First thing I'm doing is cutting these pieces just to hold the plastic sheeting in place. Alright guys, so I sealed my door, and I'm going to tell you what happened when I was sealing my door. I ran into a lot of issues that I was not prepared for. If you're really serious about sheltering in place, know your location, because even me knowing the location I plan on sheltering, which is this basement, it was not as smooth as I thought trying to put this plastic sheeting up. I got my plastic sheeting up, and I wanted to tell you everything that went wrong. This channel is all about misadventures, so you didn't sign up just for nothing. I gotta tell you what went wrong. So one thing I didn't realize was how many obstacles there would be in putting a plastic sheeting up for a nuclear event. I'm thinking this is just a door, you can just stick some tape up here and it'll be just fine. So one of the first issues I ran into was that there's this vent here at the top, and some air would get in here. So I would either have to cut this or add some layers of tape or some layers of plastic. So this is an issue, this whole like obstacle situation. So that is issue number one. The second issue was I forgot that there's a light box here. Fortunately, we don't use these lights to turn on any of the lights in the basement, but imagine if we had to, you know? The third issue I ran into was with duct taping the floor here. So the floor is so dusty that the tape doesn't even stick. Like, even when it wasn't turned like this, it didn't stick because the floor is so dusty. And there's a little tiny stair here. Who knew? So I can't even get that perfectly attached. So something else to think about. Then here in this corner, there's a hook into the wood part of the door, so I couldn't get that to stay properly. And when you look at the sides of this, it's supposed to be 6 inches on this side, but I have this whole shelf here of tools that I can't move, so I have to work with the space I've got. And eventually what happens is this tape, it ends up tapering off towards the bottom, so you don't get the full 6 inches. So judging from the job that I did, I wanted to tell you that I thought that this would be a pinch. I thought I would measure out the door, cut the piece, and when it came time to it, it would be boom, boom, boom. But you really don't know how something's gonna go until you're actually doing it. So making this video made me realize that you have to examine your shelter in place location, and especially the doors, windows, vents, air conditioners that you're planning on covering. Also, after 3 hours, you can suffocate yourself to death from keeping it perfectly sealed. What I learned with my project is that I would have to make the duct tape a lot thicker on all sides to get that perfect seal in the initial fallout. And my hair is all sweaty from doing this, so I'm gonna go take a shower right now, okay? If you're told to shelter in place, you should close and lock all doors and windows, move to an inner room or basement, turn off fans and air conditioners, listen for further instructions, bring all pets inside. I hope this video gives you guys some insight as to how things could get complicated when preparing for a dirty bomb. I think it's best to have your pieces already pre-cut and have everything ready to go if you need to shelter in place. And be ready, make a list of everything you're planning on bringing to your shelter in place location. If you have to bug out and go to someone else's place, then you need to have your list ready too for all the items you need to bring. Within the next few videos, I'm going to be trying to show you guys the complete bug out bag that I created. I have been showing sections by sections. I did a medical kit video, and I did another video that showed my clothes, my to-go clothes, and how I store those things, but I have not shown the entire book bag that I have. I've been showing it bit by bit because it gets a little bit complicated and long. I will be doing a more in-depth video or more bits and pieces of the bug out bag that I did create. Thank you all so much for watching. I am going to leave you guys with some beloved memories of Princess on the Big Apple Prepper channel. Bye.
Thanks, Princess. She is taking Princess for a ride. Look at Princess. She's so comfortable with her cold water bottles.
If your pet becomes contaminated with radioactive material, don't shave them. And don't throw them out.
Don't forget about your pets in an emergency evacuation.